Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Horse Racing Enthusiast on Teesside. Ste&Dee, who is slowly on the mend. Chest is nowhere near as bad as it was now, so that's good. And we've got an interesting racing day ahead. If Leopardstown, especially if Leopardstown goes ahead, there is some quality horses there in Ireland today. But of course it was abandoned yesterday. Will it get past the inspection this morning? I've put the selections together for Leopardstown. Whether they go ahead, as I said, well, it remains to be seen. But there's also some interesting races at Musselburgh and at Market Raisin. So not a bad day's racing, no flat of course today. And of course, if there's no flat, we don't use the back form system because it seemed to, for some reason, stop working. It works very decently on the flat and on the all-weather, but not so much on the national hunt. And I'm not having people throwing good money away when I'm not particularly confident about them. So we have, as I say, an interesting day ahead. So we're going to start at Musselburgh. Now these are the 4-step system horses. They are mainly 4-step system horses. Here we have one a little bit later coming from the long shot system. But we'll start at the 305 at Musselburgh on the 4-step system. Of course, this is based around winnings as places and winners. With the amount of wins divided by etc, and looking at their form, quite a few variables there, 4 different criteria they have to pass for me to give them the vote. Another system I've sort of worked on, put together. Let's see how they do today. The 4-step system has proved to be quite consistent over the last couple of weeks, consistently turning out places. We've had a couple of decent winners, like yesterday was a good winner. I know it only won at 7-2 on the SP, but 8.4 on the exchanges. Right, here we go then. Musselburgh 305. Now, I'm not recommending one horse in this race or both horses. What I'm recommending is a reverse forecast. I'm not overconfident about either of them. However, they've got good ratings, both in the 400s. And then the nearest after that to them is 200 odd. And because they're so tight, there's only 11 points between them. I just feel that these two warrant a reverse forecast, but not a separate single bet. But of course, that's entirely up to you. I'm not doing a single bet on them. I'm just going to do reverse forecast. We've got a favourite and an outsider. Rock My Baby is around about 9-4. That's number 1 on the race card. And I'm recommending putting on a reverse forecast with number 8 bottom on the race card in this all. Just bear with me a minute. Right, so that's the 305 Musselburgh, number 1 and number 8 in a reverse forecast. As I said, entirely up to you if you want to do singles on them. Right, moving on to the first really interesting one, the 340. Right, you have to excuse me for that. Right, 340 top weight, scoring 790 points. The nearest to it is 426 points behind. Ahoy Signor. As I said, 426 points ahead of its next rival. It is a distance winner. It's a really good price as well. You can get anywhere between 14 and 18-1 for it. It was once an absolutely high-class chaser. It's now dropped into hurdles. It's an absolute quality horse. The winnings as places and wins have been exceptional. As I said, scores 790 points. The nearest to it is 364. So a huge gap there. And I say top weight, So it's a well fancied horse, it's a good quality horse still, and dropping in the hurdles from chasers. Can it do it? Can it return back to its top class ways? And at the price, it's certainly worth a dabble for me. And I have gone £1 on the exchanges and that, and I'll tell you why. Because it's 16 to 1 on normal. I got 28 to 1 last night on the exchanges. I can tell you this morning it's dropped to 19 at about 5:45 this morning. So there's a bit of a drop there. It could go back up. More likely, I think, to maybe level out round about where it is on the normal markets, 16 to 18 to 1. Right, moving on to Leopardstown. Now, as we don't know if Leopardstown's going to go ahead. We hope it does. There's some real quality racing there today. But of course, we lost the meeting yesterday. Let's hope we don't lose it today. It has dried out pretty well. But whether, I mean, there's probably going to be a stacking on one, as there always is in Ireland. Let's just hope it's not a mine. But I'll judge them as they are. They're all full cards at the moment, full race cards in each race. But probably not going to stay like that, is it? Let's be honest. Right, Leopardstown 12:40. So an early race. Galileo Dame, top weight, 959 points on the point system, the four-step system. I can tell you now it's 622 ahead of its nearest challenger, which is the fourth horse on the, sorry, it's not, it's the 18th horse on the race card, but 622 points clear of its nearest rival. It's about 10 to 1, and that's Galileo Dame. It was beaten favourite last time out, and that is in the 12:40 at Leopardstown. Right, moving on to the 2:10. The 2:10 is, God, I can't even read my writing. I wrote it that small. Nah, I'll tell you what it is. It's number 1 on the race card anyway in the 2:10 at Leopardstown. I should have put my glasses on. It is a course and distance winner. It is Willie Mullins and Paul Townend. So top quality combination there, trainer and jockey. Scores at 881 points. The nearest to it is 722. So it's a good 159 points clear. That's enough for me to be persuaded that it's got an excellent chance in the stakes race. 6 horses in it. Not really worth an each way. I think it's currently about 9 to 1. I don't think it'll stay there. I think it'll probably drop into about 7s. But a decent enough margin there for me to be interested. And that's the number 1 on the race card. Energy something. Mullins and Townend in the 2:10 at Leopardstown. And your last one on the 4 steps system, Leopardstown 352. Mercia, number 3 on the race card, scores a total of 636 points. It's a clear 211 ahead of its nearest challenger, and it's once again Willie Mullins and Paul Townend. I think they're going to have a good day today. If Leopardstown, of course, goes ahead. Which one out of the 2 do I think has the best chance out of those, the 2:10 or the 352? I think Mercia probably edges it for me. I think that probably is his best bet today. And it's round about 10 to 1, so not a bad price at all. And that is the conclusion of your 4-step horses for Sunday, the 1st of February. Yes, January's already gone, people. We're on to February now. And we are now going on to your one and only horse on the long shot system, and that is in the 4:15 at Musselburgh. 4:15 at Musselburgh. Dunnet Head. £9 below its last winning mark, but it has also got a £10 claim on board, which makes that much more an attractive proposition. It is about 16 to 1. It's definitely a long shot. Form isn't brilliant, but on the long shot system, it comes out as the number 1 qualifier. So it's certainly worth a few bob of anybody's money. And that, my friends, is your horses for Sunday. the 1st of February 2026. Thanks for watching Horse Racing Enthusiast on Teesside Ste&Dee, who's happy to be back, even though my chest's still rattling, and obviously I had a little bit of a coughing fit earlier on there, but we're sorted now. Have a great Sunday, enjoy the footy, enjoy the racing, enjoy your dinner, enjoy whatever you're doing. Goodbye for now.